maybe out of its peculiar taste, but also there was no any long-term problems. So in our study, the most recorded illness patterns among the children were frequent URTIs, upper respiratory tract infections, fever, weight gain issues as per age, learning patterns, temperaments, and teething issues. And for this study, we have designed a survey-based question that would give us an idea of the weight, height, frequency of previous illness, severity of illness, eating habits, temperaments, and dating issues. And out of it, we find that an average of 300 grams to 1 kg was the average weight gain among the people who showed the symptoms of weight gain. And also, this is one of the very important findings that we also put one question that how many times your children used to frequently visit a pediatric doctor or medical doctor for the management of the illness of your children. And for that, there is significant, almost 50% reduction in the medical and pediatric visits for the children who are going through Swarn Prashan. And also the severity of infection is one of the important points, and that shows that we concluded that severity of infection based on the need that the child is prescribed with antibiotics, and there is also significant decrease in the data after the third month of the use of Swarn Prashan. And also we classified that it is not necessary that everyone who is doing Swarn Prashan may give you a significant outcome in basis of your clinical findings. So it is like from 100 of our kids, 20% of the kids, or the parents we interrogated, or the teachers we interrogated in the schools, they told us that there is no any significant finding that we could find about after Swarn Prashan. So 80% of them are giving any of the, like 8 of the classical recommended Acharya Kashyap, Medha, Agni, Balabardhan, all the classical symptom recommendations. Out of them, 80% showed any of those one of the classical recommendations, and 20% of them have no idea that what happened after Swarn Prashan. So also for among 100 children, we took the data out. There were 25 kids below 1 year of age, and almost 58% of the parents reported the decrease in eating issues like irritability, fever, and diarrhea during that period. And also the eating and learning patterns are also improvised. Like this learning and eating patterns are itself a long, huge process of interpreting the data. So it was a simple survey-based question, and the findings were like this. Temperaments, like the temperaments studies was also done for the school-going students, because we give our Swarn Prashan in camps or schools also. So 60% of parents told that there is reported persistence, 55% had improvement in sociability, and 62% reported improvement in reactivity. So limitations is that I already told, and also because this is a survey-based questions, and the parents of every kid feel that their child is special, and they have been improving after using all these things. So this can be biased, and these are the limitations of our study. And for Swarn Prashan, as we all are our own family of Ayurveda, there are many things in classics that quotes that in Ashtanga that it says that when you give Swarna Bhasma for a long period of time, even the poison cannot touch you. So maybe these things are helping out in many directions, and also we can see Swarn Prasana. We can postulate a hypothesis about the incompatibility. That some samskara viruddha, ghee and madhu is used, and also Swarna Bhasma is used. So, and also there are 3 or 4 studies that are published in very good journals about Swarn Prasana. And this is one of the areas that we need to work out more. And regarding the 8 classical recommendations like Medha, Agni, Balabardhanam, all these things, we need to focus on each part. Like for Medha, what about the cognitive functions? What about the? We need to create such studies where we focus on each of the 8 recommendations one by one. Then after that, only surely we can say that Swarn Prashan is really helping out for the today's context. And there are also quite a lot of research individually for the ingredients that we are using for Swarna Bindu Prasana. Gold, Swarna Bhasma, the nanoparticles of gold, that is one of the best quoted research article we find in these days. And we see this different advantage of Swarna Bhasma in cellular level, and also and it is believed to be, it is reported to be non-cytotoxic, and it has its own advantage of being antibacterial, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory as well. And also there is one research paper that supports the idea that we synthesize honey, we synthesize ghee and herbs all together along with Swarna Bhasma, that gives more potency or invasion property to of Swarna Bindu Prasana to the human body or cellular level. And also important is about the, as I mentioned, about non-specific immunity. It is more important for the dendritic activity and even for the C. Well, thank you. These are some of the pictures from collection to production and also dispensing to the different kids. Thank you so much. Namaste.